Okay, I'm going to take a little bit here and show you guys how I run my air comp. It's a really good farming strategy to use at Town Hall 10 because Dark Elixir is just a hard chase. And what's good about air is not only is it effective from a dark perspective, it's also cheap on an elixir perspective too, which allows you to do other upgrades while you're working on your heroes. So anyway, first things first is the comp. It's a 2 lava loon plus 1 in the clan castle, so you're using 3 total lava loons, 30 loons, 20 minions, 5 wall breakers, and then of course your heroes. The spell comp is you put 3 haste in your in your spell factory, and then you add 2 of the clones. Clone is a really important part of this whole thing. Obviously, if you get the clan castle big enough to hold 2 spell slots, you go with a rage. Otherwise, you just go with another haste. And the whole concept of this attack is essentially you're going to come in and you're going to look for a target. And whenever you see a target, the first thing you have to look for, and really the only thing you're looking at on the base, aside from how much dark does it have, how much elixir does it have, is you need to find the blowers. And there's a blower there, and there's a blower over here. And the key is you cannot go into blowers. If you attack in the direction of blowers, you'll get your attack smashed every time. So what you're looking for is if you see these 2 blowers going left and right, that means you can come this way, or it means you can come this way. Doesn't really matter which. I tend to look for dark elixir collectors and make sure I attack from that side, because if I don't get 100%, I'll at least make sure I swipe that and that and that, and there might even be one. Where's the other one? I don't know. The other one's over here somewhere. So anyway, the idea is you attack on this side. You never attack from corners. You always attack from flat sides. And really, the deployment strategy is you put a lava over here, a lava over here, and a lava in the middle. The reason being is they're all going to converge down on the air defense, and when they do, they're going to take out any bombs and mines and that sort of thing that can blow your loons up. Because if you get your loons crushed, you're in deep trouble. So you're going to go, and it's the same every single time: lava, lava, lava. The minute that's done, you use 2 fingers and you deploy from the outside in. So what I'm going to do is you're going to see I'm going to have my finger over here, my finger over here, and I'm just going to tap them closer together until they come in the middle. The minute they hit the middle, I drop my Grand Warden if you have one. If you don't, Town Hall 10, obviously not a big deal. The defenses will be a lot weaker. So lava, lava, deploy your loons to the middle. The minute that gets started, what you want to do is see this batch that's headed here and see this batch that's headed here, and you want to put a haste on them. And the reason for that is you want these outside loons to come in and take out these outer defenses out here as quickly as possible. And the reason for that is that helps sets up the funnel. If you do them in a big line, they're going to come in, they're going to start attacking, and the loons are going to start spreading out. And when they spread out, they avoid the core. When they avoid the core, the lava loon attack just doesn't work. So loons, loons, Grand Warden if you got it, you let the whole thing come in, you go haste over here, you go haste over here. Once that's going, about this point, one of your lavas or 2 of your lavas are going to start popping. That's okay. What you're doing is you're going to watch loons come into this hole in here. The minute you see a group of them moving into a spot, you want to drop both of your clone spells in that spot. That's going to spawn up a ton of loons. Suddenly you're going to have 30 loons right in here, and what you want to do is put your rage or your last haste in the spot right there. Once you do that, it pretty much you're guaranteed 50%. You're going to do well. You're probably going to end up 3-starring. The last thing is your king and your queen. I actually save the king and queen, and what'll happen is sometimes you'll see the attack start to swing one way or another a little heavily. Maybe one side gets wiped out. You got your core getting pushed, and there's a whole bunch of loons over here. What I'll do is wherever that big swing is, I'll tend to drop the king and the queen and wall breakers and try and just take out some of those defenses that are going to be beaten up on those loons. The idea being that you'll create a swing around. So let's go ahead and watch this attack, and you'll see what I do here. So boom, we'll start out. You're going to see lava, lava, lava in the middle. Then you're going to see this outside in deployment of loons. I didn't spread them that well, but you'll see a haste and a haste. I don't know which side. There you go. There's the haste. There's the haste. All right, so they're moving in. Like I said, stuff's getting blown up. Now you'll watch, I put another haste in here because I have an extra, and then I put my clone spells. Boom. Now at this point, I'm going to put my rage, and if you'll notice, this raged up core in the middle, or haste in either case, will smash. Now I started to notice that I have a little more firepower rolling over here, so guess what? King and queen, wall breaker, and the idea here is just to take some of this fire. If I can take out that air defense in particular, then this whole thing's going to do well. The other thing is minions. You apply minions at the end. A lot of people will put their minions right behind their loons. They're just going to take fire. The idea here is you wait until everything's done, and then you just apply single minions in cleanup mode. That's the way to guarantee you'll get your 50%. So anyway, that's the strat. It's the same every time. Identify your blowers, lava, 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 apply your loons, haste, haste, haste or rage right here, apply your 2 clone spells, and then apply heroes at the end. Works good. In this case, I got 100%. I'll put more replays as I get them. Thanks, bye.